What's up, YouTube? ODST General back again, and today, guys, we're going to be playing some 911 Emergency Manager. And yeah, I've played a little bit of this game last night. Didn't get too far into it, but basically it's 911 or like 112 operator, 911 operator, and it's pretty similar to those. You've got your staff. You got your vehicles, you've got your equipment, and yeah, the UI and stuff is a little bit different, but it's a pretty similar game, ultimately, from what I've seen so far. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of differences and stuff here and there. I mean, you can get pretty close on the map, and it looks pretty cool. I think there's a way to rotate it. It hasn't actually shown me how to do that yet, but that's kind of neat. I like that little feature of it where you can really zoom in like that. 112 operator lets you get pretty close like that, but this is actually a lot more in-depth, it seems. So that's pretty cool. I do like that little feature of it. I selected New York, and I've had some issues with this map specifically, which you guys may see. We'll go ahead and we'll switch to deployment stage, which it looks like everybody's basically where I left them. So we are going to actually... Sorry, guys. A little bit of phlegm in my throat. We're going to move this guy over here. And you can see I've told him to move over here to this side of the island, and he goes to the end of the dock, and then that's it. And so, I mean, they can navigate across bridges and stuff like that, but you have to be kind of micromanagey when it comes to that. And he will not navigate there now. I mean, you guys just saw. There we go. So, I don't like that. The pathfinding is really bad with these bridges, and I'm guessing that other areas where you don't have these bridges crossing between islands or whatever, or between the island and mainland and stuff like that would be probably better, but I haven't done that. So anyways, we'll go ahead, let's get started. And yeah, see what happens. Alright, so starting us off, we have a medical call. Confused person has been reported. So, kind of up on the northern tip of the island here, or northern tip of the map, I should say. And they are on the move, so we gotta go kind of chase them down. Our nearest ambulance is a decent distance away, about half an island away, but they should be able to get there in time, I think. Yeah, they're gonna get there, and they're gonna end up on the highway, and they'll be there in no time. Or the freeway, or I don't know if that's considered a highway or freeway or interstate or what, but they'll be there shortly is the point. I actually think they're on the one at the frontage roads and not the highway, which makes sense. So you can see there's a thing with the patient, and it says what's going on with them and that stuff. Not yeah, it's not too bad. Well, it's actually, in some ways, I guess it's equally detailed to 112 operator. It's just packaged a lot differently, or maybe a little bit closer to 911 operator. Honestly, though, just based off my initial impressions of my first 3 days in game, and that's not really a lot of time, I would probably just go with 112 operator. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is cheaper. I actually had a friend pick this up for me because it was on my wish list, but that's probably what I would just recommend at that point. So we got somebody selling drugs. We'll dispatch out one of our cop cars, and we'll dispatch out the helicopter too. The helicopters are basically the same speed as the regular cars, but they go on a straight path, which honestly they probably should be faster than the regular cars because, it's a helicopter. They go very fast. But I guess it's not too bad. I mean, because they can take a straight path and they can go across water and all this other stuff. But I mean, you can see he's just gonna barely beat the police cruiser there, which would have had to navigate through traffic and stuff. Yeah, broken traffic sign. They're gonna be returning to their previous locations here. I accidentally clicked with him up over there. I've also had some issues where they didn't want to respond to a call. I was clicking on a call and they just wouldn't go there for some reason. That's only happened once, but yeah, definitely, I don't know. I want to show this game off, but I'm not really thrilled by it, by my first impressions. Because there's basically games that do the same thing that are better at doing the same thing. And so it's hard to get enthusiastic about it. What we got here? Speeding car. Alright, we're going to chase the speeding car down with a helicopter. Seems like a very proportionate response. Now, I don't know. I mean, the helicopter's got 2 boxes underneath it, so I guess it could presumably transport prisoners, but I'm not 100% sure if that's the case. The biggest difference between this and 112 Operator that I really have noticed so far is that your crew members get tired, so you have to like rotate staffing and stuff out to give people a break and so that they can actually like rest up and heal. They can also be injured on the job like 112 Operator, and they can be put out of service because of that, but you can actually send them to the hospital during the course of gameplay like this, and you can actually send them to the hospital to start healing up. Like a broken leg. Kind of sucks. Just like it's on the other side here, so they drive like all the way down, get up on the on-ramp or whatever, and then go over that way. Gotta go all that way around, even though it's so close. Oh man, okay. Well, that broken sign is taken care of. Our engine's gonna return back to its previous location. Let's actually just send it to Station 1. And we got another medical call. What we got here? Bee sting. Allergic reaction to a bee sting. So we're going to respond to that pretty close by. They'll probably have to go to the Lower Manhattan Hospital. And yeah. They did pathfind onto the bridge fine, though, by themselves, automatically. It seems just like, at least when I'm controlling them, they don't like to do that. Which is part of why I have the helicopter over here further out, because they can respond to stuff easier. I've got this engine up here. I should realistically have it, like, down here, because there's a much bigger area that needs to cover if it has a hard time getting off of this bridge. That's going to be a big issue. Shoplifter on the run. So we'll send both of our units to... on this island to respond to that. We've got a van with a couple people, including a guy with a shotgun and SWAT gear, and I'm not sure what this piece of equipment is. I actually have to look into that. I haven't actually looked at the equipment in too much detail yet. I looked at some of it, and some of it's actually kind of cool because it does, like, change the health of the characters and stuff and how long they can, like, last out in the field, basically giving them body armor and other things. Oh, that was really quick. Okay. Dealt with that already, huh? Fake ID. So we'll send our squad car out to that. Officers en route. And there's 2 reported suspects. We got 2 officers, so I actually probably should have our should have sent our helicopter to that. I haven't actually paid too much attention to this because now, yeah, it says we've got 4 officers en route. There's 2 people on the scene here with these fake IDs. So basically 1 for each officer, at least in the initial responding guys, but we'll have more people coming to assist them. I guessing one of these people, I'm not familiar with both of these, but I'm guessing this guy was the guy trying to pass the fake ID and the woman was the one who reported it. Aiden Holloway. Okay, so this is one interesting thing that I haven't really had a chance to explore yet, and they haven't actually taught me about during the tutorial, is there seems to be these, like, trees for, like, drug trafficking and, like, other aspects of people, like, you have to, like, find and track down and stuff like that, so. As soon as we have him located. So it says he's been located now. And we had some promotions and stuff, so let's go ahead and hit continue. So, I mean, some of our staff is pretty tired here. And basically, it's not really well described or perfect, but I'm pretty sure, like, the white bar is, like, the drain section or whatever, and then the green bar is how much energy they actually have left. But it's hard to get, like, a real sense of how tired all these people actually are or how low that might get. Because all these people have been on several calls and they seem to be fine. For comparison, here's our other staff who are, generally speaking, a bit more well-rested here, especially with these guys. We'll probably run them for at least another shift here, let these guys rest up a little bit more. Our firefighters are really tired, as are a couple of our medics, and our police are all pretty tired. The only guys that are really well-rested up are these medics here. And, yeah, I mean, our other medics out in the field are pretty good too, so. Yeah, we'll just probably leave it be here. Let's look at vehicles, because, yeah, I haven't actually looked at the vehicles in here either. I haven't, like I said, I didn't look at any of the equipment or the vehicles, just mostly staffing. So there is a police helicopter, police chopper. I don't know what the, I mean, there's statistical differences, but I don't know why there's a difference here. I guess this one's more for, like, a pursuit helicopter, whereas this one's designed to, like, carry additional people. It's got extra agent seats, which I'm not sure what that is. I'm presuming that's the amount of staffing or whatever you can put on board. So this would be like maybe a SWAT team helicopter or something that you could have in theory. Then you got a sports car, the police bus, which we have. An actual bus, which is pretty neat. Prisoner transport. I haven't seen any prisoner transport missions, but that's kind of cool. Police cruiser, advanced police cruiser, the SUV. And then a number of fire apparatus. And then some medical apparatus, which it's all pretty expensive. We've got 246,000. We're making decent money during these calls, but it seems like the time at which you gain new assets is pretty similar to 911 operator or 112 operator. And yeah, I want to keep making comparisons between the two games because obvious reasons. Yeah, we're going to move him down like I was talking about. But other than that, everybody else seems to be pretty well positioned here for the most part. So we're just going to go ahead and keep everybody else where they're at. Okay, drug den. So this is that person on the tree there, like one of the enforcers or whatever. I'm not sure what he is. I'm guessing he's like a distributor or something because he was at the bottom of the tree. And then you got the lieutenants and the kingpin stuff up at the top. We've got our helicopter going. Let's also dispatch out our other ground unit. So you can see, oh wow, there is a lot of people there. Holy cow. Why is there so many people? I don't know who all these people are, but there's handcuffs next to them. They're all armed. We probably want everything on this one. Drug cultivation, man. Neighbors are reporting weird smell. We want to get this guy, though. I mean, the drug cultivation is not good, but get this dealt with. All right. All right, so we're going to send the helicopter to the drug cultivation because it is on the other side of the river. Looks like there's 2 suspects to investigate. So the helicopter should be able to deal with that. We've got our units on the ground here taking care of things. You got like katanas and baseball bats and all this other stuff, bricks. It's kind of funny. Like they actually are giving them weapons and stuff, and presumably they all have different stats. All of our stuff there is full, but we do have a transport. Oh, it's actually a transport van, not the other van that I thought it was, not the bus. That's fine. That's exactly what we need right now is police transport, so that works perfect. And shoot, I did not notice that. Yeah, we've got, so it looks like we need to take another 6 people or something into custody here, potentially. Not sure if it's these people and the ones down below, actually, so it may have only been... what's going on there? Oh, no, it was 6. Okay, I was right. That is all of our police vehicles completely fulfilled. I got a fire alarm. Let's go ahead and dispatch out engine 2 to that as well. I haven't actually dealt with a fire yet. Everything's just been like damage signs and technical issues. So I'm not sure exactly what to expect as far as that goes. Can I send this guy to the station here to dump off stuff? I can. I'm guessing it's like 911 first responders where, you know, it's just whoever's like last on scene can't leave until the thing's resolved or whatever. Now, I am not a fan of the fact that it doesn't just, of course it's back on the other side of the river. It doesn't just like automatically send units that are full back or whatever and just leave one on scene, but it's not a big deal. It's a little bit obnoxious, but it's fine. Excellent, okay. So everybody's going back to the station here, and then we gotta like redistribute these units and stuff again. Takes a little bit of time for them to offload units too, which is kind of interesting. It's pretty instantaneous in 112 operator, as I recall, for the most part. I actually like that it takes some time, because basically you'd have to, you know, take the units, or take the prisoners and get them through processing all this other stuff. So flooded basement, we'll send this, actually the other engine, but we'll send him back to Station 1. Alright, so we'll send the van back up over here. Get him across the river. So yeah, basically you can't just tell them to go like straight up there because they don't know how to path. You gotta basically tell them to go like to the other end of the bridge, and they have to be like far enough back too from the bridge that they are actually able to like path onto it in the first place. What do we got going on here? So we're going to send these guys because they were injured in that shootout. Both of them were pretty heavily. We're going to send them to the hospital to heal up. We're going to take them out of service for all intents and purposes. And it looks like the helicopter only arrested one person. So we'll go ahead and send the Alpha 2 back to its station there. Or back to the station, back to Central. And yeah. Just get all this stuff squared away here. So it looks like they're all good to go as well. So yeah, I mean, you guys can kind of see here as I'm telling them to cross the bridge, and you can just tell them to go like to the end of the bridge is a big issue. Maybe it recognizes that there's like one-way streets and stuff. I'm pretty sure that's not the case. But I guess it could be. Oh, that's convenient. Panic attack. I mean, it's not convenient for the guy having the panic attack, but yeah, I mean, as far as having a unit right there ready to go is pretty nice. I don't know, haven't noticed these guys actually healing. I mean, I see that there's the little like plus symbol there, the green plus, which I mean, does kind of indicate to me that they are in fact healing, but it's not really apparent. Not really so to me. Yeah, see, and so it said he was going to cross the bridge, and now he just ended up going straight to the end anyways. So that's frustrating when that happens. The pathing's not always accurate, then that means. And so you got definitely worry about like micromanaging, but having to deal with this. And like I said, if this was like a different map or whatever, it might not be a big deal. You know, if this is just like all solid land and stuff, I think it would be fine, but it's not, and it's a problem. So with these guys injured, we need to take them out of service so they have time to heal up. How are our other officers doing? They are doing okay. Oop. How's everybody else doing? Yeah, I mean, everybody else seems pretty well for the most part. Even the officers we put on were kind of low. Our officers, generally speaking, are the worst off, so what we probably should do is hire more officers in anticipation of needing them. This guy's really good. I'm not sure how to purchase him, or if I can. Oh, I just drag and drop. Okay. I purchased somebody yesterday, or hired... I shouldn't say purchased somebody. I hired somebody yesterday, but I couldn't remember how to do it again. This guy's pretty good. His damage resistance is pretty low compared to everybody else, but he does have a fair amount of health. I don't know. I'm guessing the max hit points. I'm not exactly sure, but I'd imagine that the max hit points just seems like it would be the better way to go. But his magic skill kind of sucks. His police skill's okay. Actually, looking at these other people, maybe he's not the best way to go. Like, he's kind of a tanky character, but like everything else he kind of sucks at for the most part. Maybe this person here, that seems like it's not great either. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. There's a lot of things that you gotta kind of like consider, factor in. Yeah, we'll hire you. Oop. Okay. Alright, what time are we at on this video? 22 minutes. Oh, yeah, we'll probably call that a video here, guys. This was 911 Emergency Manager. It is, like I said, very much like 112 Operator or 911 Operator. It's a very similar game in many aspects. You've got some differences here, but honestly, it's a small indie project, you know, maybe worth supporting them. It's a little bit different, so it's kind of a break from, you know, 911 Operator. If you like the game but you want to just do something a little bit different, I guess this is a good way of going about it. Or if you just want to support a smaller developer, that might also be a good way to go too. Anyways, guys, let me know what your thoughts are on Emergency Manager. What do you guys think of the game? What do you guys think of what you'd like to see coming from it in the future? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Take it easy.